We want to thank everyone for joining us here for the semifinal post-game press conference of the 2023 CUSA Basketball Championships presented by Total Care. We're joined by Middle Tennessee head coach Rick Insell and guard Jalen Gregory. We'll make sure attending media here in Frisco have the ability to ask their questions first, and then we'll move to our Zoom audience if there are any questions there. For those on Zoom, we ask that you please remain on mute until called upon, and please utilize the raised hand function to let us know when you have a question for either our head coach or student athlete. We'll begin now with an opening statement from Middle Tennessee head coach Rick Insell before opening it up to questions in the room. Coach, when you're ready.
What a great game. We had everything going our way, and we got kind of out of sorts with the rebound foul and technical. Courtney clapped her hands, and that's very uncharacteristic for her. She's been with me nearly half her life, to be honest with you, and I've never seen her get that emotional. But we overcame it. And I was real proud of our other kids. I was real proud of Jalen. There's not a one of them that didn't play that didn't do a really good job. Courtney Blakely did a good job. Savannah. Whitson came back in, ended up with 18 points. Ksenia double-double, 18-14. One of her better games. So I was real proud of our young ladies. We lived to play another day. We played for the championship, and that's what we came here for. So we played two tough teams and won two tough games. So I'm very proud of our team.
Thank you. We'll go ahead and open it up to questions in the room.
Coach, I think people who maybe haven't seen y'all play all year would be surprised by the different names in the box score. Last night it was Alexis and Savannah leading the way. Today, three totally different players stepping up and scoring the big points for y'all. How exciting is it to have that sort of depth all throughout your lineup?
Well, we've done it all year, Sam, as you know. I don't know that we've ever had a consistent somebody get 18 one night, 18 the next night, 18 the next night. It seems like all year long we've had somebody, a different person of those seven that played a lot, step up and lead us in scoring. UTEP's a good team. They're well coached. They're a very experienced team. They took our drives away. They were able to get in there and get some charges. I thought a big play of the day was one made by our bench, getting us to relook at that foul where she was in the arc. And then we took a foul off of her. That would have been her third foul. Instead, it was two. She got to shoot free throws, and we got that foul back, and we needed her. We didn't need to play without her. Savannah and Courtney both struggled a little bit tonight. But, we overcame it, and we were able to do some good things. So Ksenia played a really good game, and like I said, probably one of her better games. And she was very coachable, very coachable. That's the one thing that, she's always going to be offensive minded, and she's going to rebound the ball. Sometimes she gets a little stubborn. Tonight, she was very coachable, and she was doing whatever she had to do to win games.
Jalen, when you guys got in, or you get in as deep of foul trouble as you guys got in, how does that change how you play, especially against an aggressive team like UTEP?
Yeah, I think it really affects about how aggressive we are. So we're kind of have to be a little bit more cautious, but our principles stay the same. Still got to have everything else the same and just got to rely on getting there in the right spot more on time than we were.
There were long stretches during the game where y'all were getting the open three looks and they just weren't falling. What was the message from the coaching staff that helped y'all stick with it and get some of those to fall away?
Yeah, they just tell us to keep shooting, and we were doing really good staying on the board. So there was a couple that we missed that Courtney and Sin and just everybody else was just crashing the board. So if we miss the shots and we're still getting the rebound, then it kind of makes up for it.
A big difference tonight, 43-30 in rebounds. When they out-rebounded us, they won the game. When we out-rebounded them at home, we won the game. We out-rebounded them tonight, we won the game.
It's not just the overall rebound, but the offensive boards in particular.
Yeah.
You had, I think, 16 for
We had
y'all.
16 offensive rebounds. That's pretty good, Sam. It's pretty good. You can look at me. I'm every bit of 5'6". I'm a hell of a offensive rebounding coach. 70 years old. I can still get out there and show them how to box out and go after that ball. If you believe that, I'll sell you some property in oceanfront property, okay, in Tennessee.
Coach Cecil Joyce reached out right before the press conference. I want to make sure I ask this on his behalf. Do you think that with this win, you guys have done enough that regardless of what happens
I thought we'd done enough when we rolled in here. I don't know what more we could have done. Our net ranking today was 27. When we rolled in here, it was 28. Our RPI is 22. I mean, the only thing that's not attached to us is Power 5. But the way these girls play, they're as good. They can play in any Power 5 conference in the country. And I guarantee you, if they were playing in the SEC, we would have the record. Maybe not the record we got right now, but they'd be begging us to go into the NCAA tournament. So I think we've done enough. You know, I thought we'd done enough when we got here. My AD is a master at keeping us in touch about what's going on. And Matt and him, I'm kind of, you know, they come and tell me, Matt and him come and tell me where we need to be. You know, he did put a little pressure on me. He said, hey, you need to win the first 2 games, you know. But, you know, I thought we'd done enough.
Which you did.
Yeah, which we did. We didn't. These young ladies did. But very proud of them, guys. Very proud of them. Y'all got any more questions for her? She's a winner.
Well, Jamie, the TSSAA championships are happening back home in the Murphy Center right now. How much do you think the experience that you had on that court has led to successes like you've had today?
Tell them what I told you when I brought you over there.
Before my free throw?
Yeah,
What did you say? Did you say you
I said you've been doing this your whole life.
Yeah, he did say that. But there's been, especially like playing in those games, there's been moments where I've had to step up. Because on my high school team, we had a bunch of role players.
Just you
Well,
and role player.
I had some role players to go with me. It wouldn't have been possible without them. But I've been put in situations like that multiple times. So that has really like prepared me for that.
Coach, looking forward to tomorrow. You potentially matching up with either a rival WKU or UTSA, who's playing some really good basketball right now. Kind of talk about previewing that matchup.
You know, I really can't. I'm old school. I hadn't even thought about looking at either one of them since we played them last. I don't even think I've seen either one of them on film that we've looked at. I've followed their scores, but tonight we'll be working all night long. My coaching, I've said, y'all have heard me say this. I know Sam has. I've got the best coaching staff in the country, bar none. And they will have these young ladies prepared. I promise you. 3 of them are staying here, and the other 1 or 2 is going back to get on film right now. So when they come together sometime tonight and bring it to me, we'll go through everything, and then if there's something I think we need to change, I'll make a suggestion. But I trust them. I trust, you know, if you got coaches and you don't trust them, you don't need them. I trust them. And tonight, Nina had the scout and did a fantastic job. Last night, who had the scout last night? Kim? Kim had the scout last night. You know, you see Matt and you see Tom Hodges over there. Sometimes, well, you can really see Kim and Nina if you're, you know. But as far as coaches are concerned, those 2 guys right there they're as good as Tom and Matt. They know what's going on. They relate well with our players, and they get them prepared. That's very, very important.
Jalen, can you elaborate a little bit on that, from your transition from the high school game to the college game, and the turnaround of the preparation to be prepared for a venue like this?
Yeah, being in college is a lot more physical and it's a lot faster pace. So my freshman year, I really had to adjust. But with my coaches and especially Alexis, she really helped me like transition, and she was one that I really like clung to. And so having her there really was what helped me.
That's a good one to gravitate to. You know, Lex, I want you to look at the stat sheet. She had 3 points. You know when she got the 3 points, anybody in here know?
Damn one.
When we were down 1. We were down 1. She went in and laid it up, scored, and and hit her free throw. So that's your leadership right there, guys.
El Jackson to 5-2.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Jazion's a player. Well, she's all conference, isn't she, first team?
I think so.
Well, she held a first teamer last night to 2 and a first teamer tonight to 5. So, but she don't know how to play defense.
I think the defensive player of the year gave up 18 tonight.
Oh, that's right. I didn't think about that. Shouldn't have reminded me of that, Sam. Thank y'all.
We do have one quick question from Cecil Joyce, who is joining us via Zoom, if you don't mind. So,
Okay.
Cecil, if you want to go ahead and get that in real quick.
Thank you, Coach. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Cecil.
Great. Yeah, I've been here the whole time. Thanks, Sam, for asking that question. I got it noted. Coach, talk about the taught the mental toughness of your team to hang in there and pull it out?
I think that comes in practice, Cecil. I don't think you've been to one of our practices. Sam has, I know, but that's where the mental toughness comes from. You know, if we do it right, and we do it right every time, or we don't quit till we do it right. And you know, I think more than anything, your practices have got to be tougher than the games. And what you do in practice, you got to bring to the game. Today we made some changes. Those changes probably attributed to maybe 15 points, maybe 15 or 20 points tonight, where we dove a girl and filled the lane with her and with Lex and with Courtney, and we hit 2 or 3 threes. That comes with mental toughness. That also comes with being coachable and trusting your coaches, that they know what's going on. Tom and Matt and Nina picked that up last night, brought that to me this morning. So I said, let's go with it. That probably won the game for us.
Thanks, Coach. Congrats, y'all.
Thank you, Cecil. Wish you was here.
Me too.
Thank you both very much for your time. We appreciate it.
Thank y'all.
Congratulations and good luck tomorrow.
Good job.